In the quiet village of Oko, surrounded by lush green trees and the whispers of ancestral spirits, lived a young girl whose beauty and alluring spirit touched every heart. Her name was Ulimma. But this is not just a story about beauty, it's a story of envy, betrayal, and pains. In the heart of Oko village, nestled between the rolling green hills of the east and the gentle murmur of distant rivers, lived a girl whose beauty was whispered about in courtyards, market stalls, and moonlight gatherings. Her name was Ulimma. But to those who knew her well, she was simply called Uli. Ulimma was the kind of girl who could walk into a room and quieten every voice, not because she demanded attention, but because her spirit radiated peace. With deep almond-shaped eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the earth, and a smile so soft it could calm even the most troubled heart, she carried herself with grace far beyond her years. She was quiet, yes, but never timid, respectful, yet never weak. There was a stillness about her, like the calm after rain. Ulimma didn't have the privilege that many others did. Her mother, a widow, struggled to raise 4 children alone. So when Uli became a teenager, she left her family behind and went to live with her maternal grandmother in Oko. It was a difficult choice, but a necessary one. Her grandmother, old yet wise, had lived through many seasons of joy and sorrow. She took Ulimma in with open arms and taught her not just how to survive, but how to find beauty in simplicity. Because of her humble background, tertiary education was out of reach. But Uli didn't complain. Instead, she turned her gaze inward and chose the path of skill acquisition. She took up tailoring. Thread by thread, stitch by stitch, she transformed fabrics into elegant outfits. With every outfit she made, her hand told stories of quiet resilience, of dreams sown in silence, of hope stitched into seams. Everyone who met Ulimma remembered her, not just for her beauty, but for the kindness in her eyes, the humility in her voice, and the dignity in how she carried herself. In the bustling corners of Oko village, Ulimma's name was spoken with warmth. She was more than just a girl from a struggling home. She was a quiet flame, burning gently, in a world that has tried but failed to snuff her out. For Ulimma, her light shone bright like the morning sun over the hills of Oko. But beside every light, a shadow follows. That shadow was Nenna. Nenna was Ulimma's closest friend, her confidant, her sister, not by blood, but by bond. They had grown up together, stitched into each other's memories like old wrappers wrapped around childhood dreams. But where Ulimma walked in grace, Nenna walked in quiet storm of insecurity. She was not as beautiful as Ulimma, not as effortlessly admired, not as often praised in village corners where women gossiped and men whispered. And although she smiled beside her friend, clapping when Ulimma twirled in a new gown or laughed with glowing eyes. Inside, her heart beat with different rhythm, one that was not always kind. You see, envy is a subtle thing. It does not shout, it creeps. At first, it was just a glance. When the boys in the village will run past her just to say hello to Ulimma, then a pause. When mothers at the stream will nudge their sons, saying, "That one, that's a wife material." And each time, Nina stood beside Ulimma, something in her spirit will flinch. A tiny voice inside her whispering, "Why not me?" Yet, Ulimma never saw the seed of jealousy growing in Nina's eyes. She loved her friend fiercely. She had secrets with her under moonlight skies, laughed with her beside the tailoring shop, and never once doubted her loyalty. To Ulimma, Nina was safe. But to Nina, Ulimma was a silent rival in a war that only one of them knew they were fighting. One fateful day, beneath the golden light of an Oko village afternoon, Nina turned to Ulimma with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Uli, please, can you escort me to a friend's place?" she asked casually. Ulimma, curious, blinked and looked at her closely. "Nne, who is this friend of yours that I don't know?" she asked, raising an eyebrow. Nina chuckled and waved it off. "When we get there, you will know." The answer didn't satisfy Ulimma, but she decided to follow. After all, they were best friends. What harm could come from a simple visit? The road was quiet as they walked, but nothing could have prepared Ulimma for what awaited them. When they stopped in front of the house, something in Ulimma's chest tightened. Nina stepped forward confidently and knocked. Moments later, the door opened, and there he was. Mwenga, tall, dark, and clearly surprised. His eyes widened slightly when he saw Nina. But what caught him completely off guard was the woman standing next to her, Ulimma. His gaze locked on her like a magnet. He barely blinked. Ulimma shifted uncomfortably, noticing his stare. A strange, heavy silence settled over the room as they walked in. This was the first time Ulimma was meeting Nina's boyfriend. They had been seeing each other for a few months now. Benga had been posted to serve his country in Oko village through the National Youth Service course. And now, here they were, three of them, sitting in a room thick with unspoken tension. Ulimma sat still, her hands on her lap, unsure where to look. And Benga, his eyes never really left her. He could feel something shifting inside him, a strange pounding in his chest, his heart racing. Why? He had never felt this way before, not even with Nina. There was something about Ulimma, a calm grace, a natural beauty that wasn't loud or intentional, but dangerously captivating. To Benga, Ulimma was clearly a beauty to behold. She carried herself with effortless poise, and yet something in her eyes held a mystery. She possessed a charm so powerful that it could even hold the bravest man captive. Sensing the awkward silence, Benga cleared his throat and tried to break the tension. "I am Benga," he said, his voice gentle. directed at Ulimma. "Nice to meet you." Ulimma nodded politely. "Nice to meet you too," she replied softly, but her voice had a tone of caution. Turning to Nnenna, he asked, "What shall I get you both?" Nnenna, who had been watching her boyfriend carefully, every movement, every glance, spoke slowly. "Just get us soft drinks." Gbenga nodded, stepped out of the house. As he walked away, his mind was spinning. Why was his heart pounding so hard when he first laid eyes on Ulimma? Why did he feel like she had awakened something inside him he never knew was there? And for Nnenna, watching all of this unfold, a quiet storm began to brew in her soul. She saw the shift, she felt it, and she will never forget it. Days later, Gbenga approached Uli on her way to the tailoring shop. His voice trembled with passion. "Uli, the moment I saw you, I knew you were different." But Uli's face turned to stone. "You are my best friend, guy. Stay away from me. I will not betray her." Gbenga's pride eroded. He whispered, "You are the one, not her." Uli walked away, but the seed of destruction were already sown. Gbenga became cold towards Nnenna. He ignored her calls. He grew distant. "Uli," Nnenna cried one evening, "I think Gbenga is cheating on me. He doesn't answer my calls. Neither does he call me. Something is not right. I can feel it." Uli, guilt bubbling in her chest, assured her, "It's probably nothing. Maybe he is busy, but try and visit him to know if he's alright." But it was everything. The air was heavy that evening. Nnenna stood at the doorway of Gbenga's house, her voice barely holding itself together. "Gbenga," she said softly, eyes pleading, "I have noticed you have been avoiding me. What did I do to you?" Her voice cracked. "I love you. I love you very much. Why are you treating me this way?" Gbenga looked up at her, startled. He was silent for a moment, then replied half-heartedly, "I've been very busy with work. I barely have time for myself these days." But Nnenna wasn't convinced. She stepped closer, her brows furrowed. "But you were working before I met you, and you still gave me your time. Why change now?" Gbenga could feel her gaze piercing through him. He knew the truth was locking on his tongue, that his heart has moved on to someone else, but he held back. "Nne, I am sorry I made you feel that way," he muttered, cold and without an ounce of remorse. Her tears fell freely now. "If you're seeing another woman, just let me know. Don't waste my time. Gbenga, please." Gbenga clenched his jaw. He didn't look her in the eye. "I'm not seeing anyone," he snapped. The silence after that was deafening. And without another word, Nnenna turned around and stormed out of his house. But what hurt most was that he didn't even try to stop her. He didn't run after her. He didn't say a word to make it right. In the weeks that followed, something strange began to happen. Wherever Ulimma went, Gbenga appeared. At the market, outside her shop, near the stream, behind the palm grove. It was too frequent, too strange to be coincidence. The villagers began to notice. Whisper began to spread like fire in dry Harmattan wind. But Ulimma kept her resolve. She ignored him. She never said a word to him again. Gbenga's eyes always followed her, like a shadow, longing for light he could never touch. And in the darkness between them, his relationship with Nnenna faded like a dying flame. Then, one day, Nnenna couldn't take it anymore. She confronted Gbenga again, this time with fire in her soul. "You are a liar, a coward, a user," she screamed. "I gave you my heart, and you use it like it meant nothing." Gbenga has reached his limit too. His voice cut through the air like thunder. "I don't feel anything for you anymore. I've fallen in love with someone else." Those words cut through Nnenna like shards of glass. Her body trembled. Her lips quivered in fury. "Gbenga, if I can't have you, no woman will. Over my dead body, will I allow you to be with another woman in this village?" And with that, something inside her snapped. She reached into the shadows of her village and paid men, spies, to follow Gbenga's every move. Everywhere, every step, every glance, every whisper. Gbenga had no idea that eyes now trailed him like ghosts, sent by the woman whose love had turned to vengeance. That fateful day, the wind felt strange, like the world was holding its breath. Ulimma, on her way back from her tailoring shop, turned a corner, and there he was, Gbenga, standing like he was waiting for her. Her heart beat faster, not out of affection, but out of unease. "What are you doing around here?" she charged at him, her voice sharp with controlled rage. Gbenga raised his hands, eyes pleading. "Uli, please, just give me a minute. Hear me out." But Uli didn't flinch. Her eyes filled with disappointment and disgust. "I told you once, and I will say it again," she said sternly. "I will never betray my best friend because of you." Hidden in the shadows, Nnenna's spies watched from a distance, their eyes squinting, their ears straining. Gbenga's voice cracked as he spoke again. "I don't love Nnenna. I thought I did until I met you." Ulimma laughed bitterly, her sarcasm slicing through the tension like a blade. "Please, you didn't meet me, Gbenga. You saw me and you lost it." Her voice trembled, but her resolve did not. "You have broken my best friend's heart. She loved you, and now?" She pointed a finger at him, voice rising. "I will never accept you, even if you're the last man existing in this world." Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please don't forget to like, comment and share with someone who loves a good tale. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories. Watch out for part 2. It only gets deeper from here. Whispers of malice, a heart turned cold, a story of betrayal.